Enchanting views and wildlife watching are here in a mosaic of lands and waters in the southern strait of Georgia. Francine Burnett of Parks Canada will be our guide.
So we're heading over to Pender Island today. We're at Shingle Bay, where we've just opened a brand new campground this year at Gulf Islands National Park Reserve. We're very excited about it. A lot of people don't realize that the National Park Reserve is actually spread out on over 15 islands, and the numbers of over 60 islets are part of this precious area. All along the shore, just beyond this islet, is the Shingle Bay campground.
Got a little bit of wind today.
We sure do. It's gorgeous. Gulf Islands are always amazing at this time of year.
It's easy to reach this new campground.
Well, this is one of the key features of this place, is that there's so many ways how people can access it. Of course, you have a gorgeous waterfront, and this is really a perfect location for people to come in by kayak. If the paddlers are doing a multi-day trip from either Salt Spring or Portland or even Prevost, this is a really strategically, perfectly placed campground for them to do an overnight stay. The other way is we have a small parking lot up at Shingle Bay Road, so definitely people could just take the ferry, drive on the ferry and come up to the parking lot and walk down the trail. People can actually even cycle. It's such a short biking ride down to Shingle Bay. They don't need to take the expensive car onto the ferry.
The campground is just a 10-minute car ride from the Otter Bay ferry terminal.
And of course, a lot of people who live in the nearby area might even want to, hike down. The area has 10 campsites. It's really conveniently located in that even if people are visiting or want to go to the day use area at our neighboring site, which is Roseland, just a few minutes up the road, they can come down here and get a totally different experience and actually stay overnight.
This is a pack-in, pack-out campground, and visitors are advised to bring their own potable water. This property was privately owned for many years, and the fruit-bearing orchard offers comfortable shade.
A lot of people just come down for the beautiful, tranquil experience and the amazing views. It's a short walk down. It's really worth the visit.
It's almost now, looking at this angle, like a full Gary Oak meadow there.
It is. It's interesting how it could sustain those trees on that rock. All along these sheltered shores of the Gulf Islands, we're so blessed with so much wildlife. Even on this little islet that you see right out off the shoreline, a couple of weeks ago there was a couple of little river otters just playing and enjoying the area and feeding. I also heard the purple martins were out here. I can hear them now, just in the area. Beautiful bald eagles that you see very commonly in the Gulf Islands. And if you're lucky, and we've had a lot of sightings, you could even see orcas right off this shore.
A short hike takes you to Roe Lake. At the Shingle Bay Campground Kiosk, learn about these ancient lands of the Coast Salish people, about the wildlife, and the history of the fish rendering plant that operated from the 1920s to the 50s. From North Pender Island, I'm Daphne Goode.